This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, Minya.
Hi, how are you?
Good. All round, 4 times.
Hi. Minya, did you have any signups for public speaking?
I did not tonight.
Okay, just checking.
Okay. I just got the notification that Tony Davis will not be joining us this evening.
We'll give folks one more minute and then we'll get started. Thank you everyone for joining, but we'll wait one more minute. All right, I think we'll get started. We have a quorum of the Kingston Police Commission. I want to welcome everyone and just go over a couple of the procedures for today's meeting. Again, today is November 18th, 2020. This is the monthly meeting of the City of Kingston Police Commission. We're joined tonight by 3 commissioners. This is Steve Noble, Minya Dejanette, and Shaniqua Bowden are here. We're also joined tonight by our Police Chief, Egidio Tinti. Welcome, and I want to thank our Director of Communications, Summer Smith, for helping for some of the behind-the-scenes technical stuff. So thank you, Summer. And so just a reminder that these meetings are recorded and are posted on the City of Kingston website. You can find them by clicking on the agenda for the Kingston Police Commission. You can also find them at kingston-ny.gov/Kingston Live. And you can find information there for all of our city meetings, including the Kingston Police Commission. This evening, I also just will note that our other Commissioner, Brad Jordan, also has joined us for the minutes. So for the first thing I wanted to do this evening is just actually ask for a motion to approve the minutes for the last meeting. Folks can find the minutes, which is the recordings and the transcript from our last meeting, again, on the City of Kingston website. So can I have a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
Thank you, Brad. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Minya. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, good. Thank you very much. And so I don't know if we have any public comments scheduled for this evening. I don't think so. Is that correct?
Yeah, nobody signed up.
Okay, great. And so again, just a reminder, if folks are interested in signing up to speak at one of our commission meetings, they can reach out to any commissioner, but in particular, if you email Minya, her email address is located on the City of Kingston website. You can go to kingston-ny.gov/police commission, and all of the details for all of our commissioners are located there, and you can actually sign up to speak at one of our future meetings. And you can also submit written comments anytime by emailing policecommissioners@kingston-ny.gov. And so with that, I think up next we'll do the report of the chief, or communications, whichever one we want to do first. I guess we'll do the report of the chief first.
Thank you all. Obviously the most important, we had a press conference the other day involving the state police with the law enforcement partnership. It was well attended from the law enforcement side. The DA spoke about it. The idea now is to kind of focus more on the community-oriented aspects of law enforcement, of the enforcement of the city laws, and really kind of turn to the community to give us a hand with that. So I think, and I can certainly point out, Commissioner Dejanette has been at the community meetings as well. I think there's been good dialogue, some difficult dialogue at times, but some good dialogue. And I know Tyrone Wilson spoke about it the other day, and I think it's moving in the right direction. We hope to continue those as well. Oh, microphone.
Is there anything else, Chief, that you wanted to update folks on? I think since our last meeting, I think the only thing that, you did present the police department budget, I think, to the Common Council since our last meeting. So I don't know if you want to just give an update on how that went.
Yeah, so there's actually two things now that you mentioned the budget part of it. So one, there were some questions about the budget when I met with Common Council members. It's first round discussions. I know that there's other discussions taking place once they get everyone's budget in place. But overall, we'll bring the sworn staffing back up to 71 pre-COVID. There is some allocation in there for the equipment that we've requested, both in the upgrades and interview cameras and discussions about technology. But even more recently, and thanks to Julie Noble on this one, this was a big help. She secured some grant funding and that it presented to the finance committee the other day. And frankly, we're looking at almost $375,000 of funding that potentially is going to be used for license plate readers. And as I mentioned to them before, to the Common Council members and Public Safety Committee, that there were some concerns about the violence in Kingston we've experienced and some reluctance on part of the community members to come forward, which is completely understandable. Most recently, we had an incident, a shots fired incident on Smith Avenue near O'Neill that we investigated. I showed up and spoke to a couple of the neighborhood members, and a couple of them volunteered their porches and front stoops for cameras if we ever need to put them up there. We can't afford to buy them, but if you want to buy them. So it goes without saying that I think the use of technology is a plus for us, and this grant will definitely help us. Lieutenant Mike Bonds was able to meet with members of NDIS, which is the company that we're looking at for license plate readers. The infrastructure itself already exists, both the server location is at the county level, and we do have a few cameras out there. This would help essentially cover most, if not all, of the intersections leading in and out to the city, which is a great technological resource for us. LPR technology is being used all over the state, and frankly, you really can't drive too many places, at least on state highways, without having your plate recorded. So excellent technology, awesome opportunity with the grant funding secured by Julie Noble, and I think that for us, it just helps using the technology when there is some hesitation, recognized hesitation by community members to participate.
Thank you, Chief. I think the other thing that we've launched since the last time we met, and I know we discussed it in the past about trying to get our officers out on the streets, interacting with the public, is, do you want to give us an update on how the walking assignments are going so far?
Perfect timing. The Spectrum did an article on there. I believe we had Lieutenant Tremper and Ted Feeney doing the walking post on video. I think it's been, at least from my perspective and from some phone calls, the public's accepted it. They wanted this. They wanted a more localized face-to-face interaction. It really is too bad that it's coming at a time when the weather's starting to turn colder, but they're still out there. The officers are doing it. I know some of the concerns from the rank and file has been staffing and trying to get out there with the call volume. Our approach has always been from the supervisory end of it, do what you can. We're looking for 20 to 30 minute spots, ideally 30 minutes, half-hour walks, where they're still available. So essentially 15 minutes away from the car and 15 minutes back, but they can adjust it as they need to. And we've specified certain areas that we think, based upon population density and really kind of interaction capability, that the officers stay to those areas, the schools, uptown, midtown, Broadway, downtown, the parks, and it extends to all the shifts. So I think that that's a big plus for us. And so far, I've heard nothing but good things about it. So it is what the community wanted. We made it happen. Again, it may not happen 100% of the time, but we're shooting for 95. So I think that's a good goal.
Does anyone have any questions for the chief at this point on his report? Okay. So thank you, Chief, for that. Appreciate it. Thank you for the work that all of the staff are doing down there, and for staying safe and healthy. I know with COVID, our first responders are out there dealing with lots of incidents, and the number of cases here in Kingston is going up. And so thank you for helping keep everybody safe down there. So.
Thank you, Mayor.
And so I think going back, I think I may have missed communications, but I don't know if we've received any communications that we want to have noted tonight at this point on the meeting.
On my end, there was the job well done, the kudos to Officer Wilbur and then to Officer Alvarez. I think both of them do an exceptional job out there, very professional, and that's essentially the comment. I did receive a phone call, not specific to an incident. Well, it wasn't specific to an incident during the phone call, but the individual did say that they did run into the police officers and find that, they couldn't tell if they were smiling under their masks, but they said that they conducted themselves professionally. And I think that's a big plus for us when the community does call. The good news is I haven't had anybody call directly at my phone and complain about it. So we'll take that. That's a win.
All right, thank you. At this point, we do have a couple of agenda items on our executive session to do our monthly use of force reviews, as well as to discuss personnel issues, related to our employees. At this point, I would ask that we enter into executive session to discuss those things.
Mayor, before we do that, under new business, Minya, you had a meeting with some people from BARD. Do you want to bring that up?
Not at the present moment, thank you.
Okay, so we'll do it next meeting? Good.
Yes.
Sounds good. All right, so then I'll make the motion to go into executive session.
Great, thank you, Brad. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Minya. All right, all in favor? Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? All right, great. So we'll see everybody in executive session in a moment. Thank you.